Fabian, congratulations on winning the Barclays Manager of the Month. What does this award mean to you?
First of all, thanks a lot for the congrats. I think it's always a nice trophy and it confirms your work. And it's not only my work, it's the work from the whole club. It's the work from my staff members. It's also the work from my players. So in the end, it's the work from all who are working in the club. And it's togetherness to win this trophy. So I'm really happy. And now it's about winning the next trophy.
How would you summarise your management style?
I would call it the friendly authority. I always say that I try to convince the players by the power of their idea, and I try to listen a lot to them, because in the end I know that some of them had already create careers, that had a lot of experience, and I can also learn from them. So it's always like a good exchange by using again the power of the ideas, by using my ideas to convince them how I can improve them. And on the other side, it's always like that my style is really clear and really consequent. So I know what my values are. I know how I want to play football, and I also know how I want to treat like the persons who are working with me. And that's why in this case I'm really being consequent, really clear, and I think everyone knows that then in the end I make the decision. So on the one side it's always a good exchange and trying to listen to them. On the other side, I'm the person who has to make the tough decisions, and therefore you need clear values and a clear red line.
7 points from your first 3 league games. How pleased have you been with the way your squad have taken on your ideas?
So for me, it's very important that we trust the process, that we know if we keep working and keep improving every day, if we try to win a day, if we try to maximize the things we can influence, then we will be long-term, we will be successful. And that's always the most important for me. And I think the players, they showed from the first day. So they came on the pitch, they came here in the training ground to improve. And you see it really every day. And it's a lot of also suffering during the preseason. It's also a lot of suffering during the season, but they really want to improve. And I think that's their character. And that's the most important for me, that we always try to develop individually and also develop as a group. And I think it starts with the mindset, it starts with the character from each player. And that's why I'm really happy to work with them and how they try to transport my ideas and the ideas from my coaching staff towards the pitch.
One of the most impressive results was the 2-1 win over Manchester United. How did you approach this game tactically?
So at first, I think when you're playing against teams like Manchester United, you have to avoid mismatches, or you have to search for mismatches where you can profit. And that was, I think, the first thing. And then, of course, it's always a mix between a defense stability. So you have to defend very good against teams like this, because they have a great offensive power. You have to avoid numerous advantages for them, especially in the final third. And on the other side, you have to also be brave with the ball in possession. You need to have a clear match plan with the ball, because if you only try to defend against teams like them, you won't have a chance. And that's why it starts also again with the mindsets, to play with courage and to play with intensity. But on the other side, also staying calm in possession, having a clear plan in possession. And on top of that, I think games like this, when they're equal, and all these games will be equal when it's against big teams, then sometimes players from the bench can decide these games. And therefore we have a great squad. We have a very good flexibility, variety in our squad, and this helps us to win games like this.
What managers, past or present, have impressed and inspired you?
I think especially in the Premier League, there are a lot of managers. Of course, you follow the German managers with Tuchel, with Jürgen Klopp. But on top of that, Pep Guardiola had a great impact. Then also for me, Arteta made a great development with Arsenal. So you follow them, because when you look where Arsenal was, and then he came and then he developed them step by step, and now he transformed them to a big team. That's very impressive, and therefore I can learn from every manager in this league. It's always a challenge to play against every manager in this league, because they have their own ideas, they have their own style of play, and that's very, very challenging for me to find a solution against all of them.